Hey guys, welcome to ANS Solver. Today we'll be doing the concept of finding K, which is a subtopic in the chapter of continuous random variables. Okay, so this full chapter is actually based on formulas. Once you know the formulas, it's very simple to solve. So first, the formula of finding K is, okay, so this thing here which you have is basically a probability density function. Okay, and basically the limits you have is between 0 to 2. That means between 0 to 2 the probability you will get, okay, you will get a basic probability which is between 0 to 1, correct? Because the probability always lies between 0 to 1, the value. Okay, so you'll only get a possible probability between the limits of 0 and 2. If it exceeds 2, okay, or if it's less than 0, you'll get the value of the probability as 0. That's why it's 0 otherwise. And kx square which you have here is the function. Okay. So now here, as you can see, you have a k, correct? So how do you find this k? The formula is you integrate, okay, with the lower limit here and the upper limit here with the f of x, correct, dx, and you equate this to 1. So basically when you solve this, okay, you make k the subject of the formula and get the value. So basically if I take this example here and if I want to find k here, I basically integrate from 0 to 2, okay, with the f of x which is kx square dx which is equal to 1. Now I can write this as k into the integration from 0 to 2 with x square dx which is equal to 1. Now you can write this as k into the integration of x square which is x cube over 3, correct? Okay, for this chapter you need to be very strong with your integration also. It's very important, correct, to know the chapter of integration for this, as it's basically this full chapter is based on integration because integration is an area function. And here you are calculating the area for the probability, correct? So here I can write this as k with, first I can put 2 in the place of x, so I get 2 cube which is 8, so I get 8 over 3. This is when I put the upper limit which is 2, minus when I put the lower limit which is 0, I get 0 which is equal to 1. So now I can write this as 8 over 3k which is equal to 1. So I get my k basically as 3 over 8, correct? This is how you basically calculate the value of 3 of k, correct? Simple. So this is the formula which you basically need to know here. Okay, this is the lower limit, this is the upper limit, correct? And if it exceeds 2 or if it's less than 0, the probability you get is 0. Okay, and if it's between the limits, then you get a possible value for the probability, correct? So now what we'll do is we'll do a past paper example. This is from 2017 May-June paper 73. Okay, so the diagram shows a graph of the probability density function f of a continuous random variable x, where f is defined as you can see, this is basically the probability density function. I need to show that the value of k is 6. So basically I know I need to integrate, okay, with the lower limit and the upper limit with the f of x, correct, dx, f of x dx, and I need to equate this to 1, correct? So I basically integrate, the limits I have is basically from 0 to 1. So I write 0 here, I write 1 here. I write this as k into x minus x square dx, and I equate this to 1. Now I take k outside here with the integration from 0 to 1 of x minus x square dx which is equal to 1. Now I integrate this, so the integration of x is simply x square by 2 minus the integration of x square is x cube by 3, correct? Remember this from the integration chapter, correct? So now, not the dx, I equate this to 1 directly, correct? So now what I do is, in the place of x, I put the upper limit, which is 1. So when I do that, I basically get 1 square, which is 1 over 2, minus, I put 1 cube, which is 1 over 3. Minus, then I put the value of 0 in the place of x. So I get 0 minus 0. Correct? Is what I get, and I equate this to 1. Now I can write this as k into, now on the calci, what you can do is you can simply do 1 over 2 minus 1 over 3, which basically gives you 1 over 6 minus 0, which is equal to 1. So you basically get k over 6, which is equal to 1. So the value for k you get is simply 6. Correct? This is what you basically get. And this is basically the final answer of your question. Got it? Really simple. Okay, so the most important thing for this chapter is integration. If you don't know it, then you can simply see the concept capsules of the chapter integration in A levels pure math. Okay, for revision purposes, because it's really important for you to understand that. Okay, so with this we are done with the concept of K, okay, which is very important. Now in the next video we'll be doing the concept of the mean, which is a very important concept. So thank you very much for viewing this video. Please view the next video.